What's good, people, and welcome back again on another episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're joining for the very first time, I see you and I appreciate you. I have a new video uploaded on the other channel. If you have not checked, please go and check. I will probably leave the link maybe in the description or in the comment section as well. Just click the link and go watch it as well. It's very, very interesting, and let me know what you think as well in the comment section. This video is actually a very hard one. It can be sensitive to people who have been in this situation or people who fall in this category. So we have a TikToker who is calling out the baby mama culture, and so many people agreed to what she said, and this is the reason why I'm bringing it to you guys, because I as well agree with so many things that she talked about in this particular video. It's becoming a world where a lot of people are so nonchalant about the people they sleep with to have kids with. So she's calling out the baby mama culture and how something that is not supposed to be normal is becoming normal in the world we live in today. And she thinks these people need an awakening call, and people need to call it out and tell them that this is not making any sense. I am going to roll the clip so we can see what this creator has to say about the baby mama culture and how women need to be very, very careful with the type of men they lay with, or know the type of men they have before even trying to have kids with them. So without wasting much time, let me just roll the clip.
I want to get this off my chest, and I want to be politically correct, but I feel like in order for me to be real, I just got to be real, okay? Back in the day, if you're a woman and you're watching this, your ancestors, they didn't play that broke shit. If a man couldn't provide for you, he just didn't have bitches. Men that could not provide didn't have bitches. That was not a luxury for them. Men that actually had something to offer, those were the men that got married. Those were the men whose last names carried on. You have your last name because somewhere way down the line, somebody has shit. So why are you laying up next to a loser, somebody that want to start a podcast, and you're 8 months pregnant with his kid, and he want to be Adam 22? Are you fucking dumb? Like, are you really fucking dumb, bitch? And I mean that from the bottom of my fucking heart. I have had my fair share of dumb men, stupid, toxic relationships. I'm not better than nobody. I've walked that road. I've gone down that path. But I've never looked at a loser and said, I'm gonna have his fucking kid. Like, that was never, ever, ever a thought that crossed my mind. It was bad enough that I was already caught up. It was bad enough that people already knew I was with that man. But to actually have physical evidence that at some point we were intimate together, aka a child, bitch, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Like, y'all are sitting up here getting pregnant by people that can't even take care of themselves. He got in a relationship with you because he literally wants another mom. He has never lived alone. He can't even get an apartment in his own fucking name. And you looked at him and said, that's just my baby daddy. Like, are you fucking dumb? Are you serious? You are. I know you are. Look at your fucking kid. Fucking serious. Are you serious? Like,
What do you guys think about what she said? Share your thoughts in the comment section. I really want to know your thoughts before you even start watching the stitches, because there are so many stitches and it's pretty interesting as well. And I would like you guys to see them, but let me know your thoughts about what she said. Because in the comment section of our video, I saw so many comments of people saying, you're going to step on so many toes with this one, but you're absolutely saying the truth. We all cannot deny the fact that what she said is the truth. Like, if you choose to have a child with somebody, knowing fully well that having a child is a big responsibility, at least you might as well try and have a child with someone who can take care of you and have something going on. I would like you guys to see stitches, because these people are dropping some gems as well. Let me roll the clip and let's see what the people are saying about our video.
Our ancestors, they didn't play that broke shit. If a man couldn't provide for you.
After I had my daughter, I realized what womanhood meant for me a little bit more. Before I had my daughter, it was definitely there, but after, I will say that I realized a little bit more the value that I held and the need for me to be in my feminine energy as much as possible. And I'm not just talking about an external energy, but like an internal spiritual energy, a force field, that I was able to become that portal and bring in life. And when I had my daughter, I looked at all the disrespect that had come my way from dating, and all the men that came my way and tried to tell me about myself and tried to tell me about my value. They were wrong. They were lying, which is why I'm making these videos for you all. The reason why I'm making these videos for you all is because I had my daughter, and I have a very, very, very generous and supportive husband, equivalent to Gomez Adams. Obsessed. He's obsessed with me. He's obsessed with his family, and that's the way that it should be. And anything else that doesn't offer you that type of value, don't give him a kid. Go back and watch this creator's video. Don't give him a kid. That's one of the highest honors, probably the greatest gift that you can give anyone, right? You could buy somebody flowers, you could build them a house, but to create life with them.
Never looked at a loser and said, I'm gonna have his fucking
for real, cause she just as passionate as I am about the shit. If you know me, you know I say and yell this shit every damn year, every damn day until I die. Because I really want to be known what y'all thought process is behind having kids for felons, drug dealers, dudes who rap about the same shit, don't got no type of future, don't got possibility of no type of legacy. Like, what is it? Is it fair that you're going to become infertile when you meet the right man? Is it desperation? Some of y'all be so used to living y'all life so fast. Like, y'all used to be young as shit doing everything in the world. So I'm not surprised that y'all want to have y'all kids fast as shit and ain't thinking about it at all. Because y'all wasn't thinking back then either. Y'all don't be thinking big. Oh, he buy me designer. He spoil me. He take me to Roof Chris. Nasty ass Roof Chris. Girl, do he buy you a house? Is he thinking about buying you some land? Can he even buy you some land? Like she said, can he even get an apartment in his name? Then y'all want, start fake beefing after the child come. Y'all hoes be chasing love, not principle, not stability, not security. God forbid I have a fool's baby in my belly.
Looked at a loser and said, I'm gonna have his fucking kid.
Listen, I'm gonna go ahead and be the advocate for us bitches who got losers fucking baby daddies. No shade with it, no shade with it. Some of these men tend to be false advertisement like a motherfucker. And what I mean by false advertisement is they telling us one thing and they doing a motherfucking another. Let's have a little story time. So I have a 13-year-old and an 11-year-old, right? By my baby daddy. When I met him, he had 3 other children that lived with him. He had custody of them. He had his own crib. He had his own car. He was taking care of them. Here's where the false advertisement falls in. We have 2 kids together. We eventually split up because of the arguing and blah, 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 blah. And I'm left to raise his 2 kids by myself, aka false advertisement. Do you really fucking think if I thought I would be raising those 2 by myself that I would have fucking gave him those fucking kids? Like, seriously. We were together for 5 years, and I'm gonna repeat again. He had 3 kids when I met him, within his custody, within the home that he was taking care of. So what I got to see for 5 years was him taking care of these children, sheltering these children, making sure they get everything they need. Christmas was beautiful and everything else in between. So no, bitch. I did not think he was a loser, okay? For 5 years straight, this man showed me why he was a man. Did I think he was gonna go full loser on me? No. Fuck no. No. Moral of the story is, some of us women, not all of us, some of us women only picked that nigga because he showed us why he deserved to be picked. But that does not mean we do not regret what the we picked later, but not when we picked them. Please, stay safe, stay smart.
I want to get this off my chest, and I want to be political.
Please go watch that whole video, and I'm just going to add, okay? The women that she's talking about in this video, it's me. And I'll tell you how I ended up here. My body count is extremely low. Only men I've ever been in a relationship have touched me, but my birth control failed. And now I'm in that situation with a baby daddy who honestly can't really take care of himself. So my advice to you is, birth control or not, don't ever let a bum-ass dude touch you. Birth control or not, do not let bum men who have nothing going for them touch you. Please use discernment in the people that you sleep with.
They didn't play that broke shit. If a man couldn't provide for you.
So real quick story time about this. And not too much on my grandmother because she is deceased. But still, she was spin straight facts. No matter how much we didn't like to hear it. So whenever one of us got like an apartment or made a major milestone, all of us would kind of gather at that person's house, just to show support. And this particular cousin, she had just got her own place, and though her mama and daddy was helping her with her rent, it still was a big milestone because she was making a lot of bad decisions, and this was one of her good decisions. Now, mind you, she kept telling us, "Oh, let me know when Mama and Papa pull up." And yeah, that was because she had her little guy friend over there. But I don't remember if she was trying to hide him or like why exactly she wanted us to tell her when Mama and Papa was pulling up. But nonetheless, Mama and Papa pulled up. We greeted them, done our hugs and kisses. She gave them the apartment tour, and then they sat down on the sofa. So that was when my grandmother noticed her little friend. So she was like, "Baby, who are you?" So he introduced himself as my cousin Frank. And my grandmother said, "Frank?" So my cousin was like, "Mama, that's my boyfriend." So she said, "Oh, baby, are you aware my granddaughter just had a baby and you ain't the daddy?" So he was like, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "You aware this apartment ain't free? It costs money every month. It's called rent." He said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "Oh, so in that case, you a provider. Oh, okay. What you do for a living?" He said, "Well, I'm in between jobs right now." She said, "Hold on, because I know I'm not up with the times, but I was in the workforce for 30-some odd years. I ain't never heard that term in between jobs. What that is?" So he said, "Well, something happened on my other job, and so I got let go, and right now I'm looking for one." She said, "Oh, so you unemployed? You should have just said you unemployed or you ain't got no job." So she said, "Baby, let me ask you something." In that moment, my cousin goes to intervene, and my grandmother hit her with one of these. And she said, "Back down." My grandmother said, "Baby, when me and my husband was coming here, like at that corner, there's a gas station. Can you go over there and give me a Coca-Cola? I have acid reflux and that help." And yeah, I know it's acid reflux. Not too much on my grandmother. That's how she used to say it. So he said, "Yes, ma'am." But he never got up and moved. So my grandmother went on chit-chatting with us until she noticed he never moved and was like, "Baby, why you haven't went and got my Coca-Cola?" So he said, "Oh, because I was waiting for the money." It was at this moment that my cousin got up and walked to the back of the apartment. My grandmother said, "What money?" He said, the money to buy the Coca-Cola." My grandmother said, "Baby, a Coca-Cola at this time, they was like $1.50 at the most." So she was like, "Baby, they ain't nothing but $1.50. So he said, "Yes, ma'am, I know." So she said, "So you trying to tell me you don't have $1.50? So he said, "Not at this time." So she called my cousin from the bank and she said, "Tell your boyfriend to go and get you a Coca-Cola from that gas station." So she said, "Momo, you serious right now?" She said, "What did I just say?" So my cousin Mamba go get me a Coca-Cola from the gas station. So he said, "Well, where the stamp card at?" My grandmother sat back and chuckled a little bit. She turned to my cousin and said, "Baby, if you wanted a dog, me and your grandfather could have stopped over there at the pound and picked one up. Because this man ain't got a pot to piss in, a window to throw it out of, nor $1.50 to buy a Coca-Cola. What can he do for you and your newborn daughter over there up in that room?" I ain't gonna lie, we was sniggling and giggling. We was the mature. But moral of the story, my grandmother was spitting straight facts. That dude, of course, went on to use her, mooch off of her, manipulate her, led her to make, a lot of negative life choices. And yeah, even though I was sitting there, that talk, it still resonate with me to this day, even though I've made bad choices when it come to me. But my grandmother has always made it known that my grandfather couldn't come check for her if he wasn't the type of provider that he was. So yeah, what my girl saying in this video is straight facts. Cause it wasn't even about the Coca-Cola. It was the fact that my boy, she got a baby, she got rent. Clearly, she bringing this whole apartment to the table, and what are you bringing? Baby, you can't even bring a Coke. That's why I had to catch myself. I used to be up in here crying over men who ain't had two pennies to rub together. But in my sprinkle voice, I had Stockholm syndrome. I'm Kiranado.
What is your take on all of this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. The very first teach lady said, having a secure husband is women's liberation. And we've seen how these things always turn out when these women have kids with these men that cannot take care of themselves. We've seen so many people I've seen videos even on TikTok. You see some in the car, telling people to help to cash up them, living in the car and stuff like that. It is actually for the woman's good if they decide to not have kids with these people. It is bad enough being with people like that. Now say you want to bring another child into this world, knowing fully well that the person you're with cannot provide is crazy. And there's another side to the story where the woman talk about false advertisements, like a man will come off as the best thing that could ever happen to you, like they will take care of you, they will give everything that you can ever think you want, they will provide it for you, but it's just false advertisement. And when you get together with them, they start changing, they just start changing up on you. Another thing is, it is good to always trust your intuition, because having kids with this type of people have changed the life of so many women drastically. In fact, it has killed the dreams of so many women, and this is just the world we live in today. We have to make better choices. At the end of the day, this is what this lady is trying to say: make better choices. Like, there are people out there. This other lady said, do you think you're going to be infertile by the time you finally meet your man? Why can't you just chill till you find the right person to have a child with? And that is the absolute truth. A lot of people as well operate in fear, from what I have read, and I would like to hear your thoughts about what they said in the comment section. Thank you all so much for joining. Please subscribe before you go and turn your bell notification on, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, and I love you guys.